Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to what I hope and pray is the last stream of Final Fantasy Tactics. Not that I don't like this game. This game has been absolutely and utterly incredible. I gotta know how the story ends. I want to know. I must know. So on that note, we are, give me 2 seconds to get something else. We get this pulled out. There we go. And I think that needs to be pressed like that. All right, let's just hop right in. Sure, that's chat. Close that in. Actually needs to. There we go. Oh boy. So yeah, we're I think we're on the last stretch. The last stretch of battles. And if we finish up, we'll be playing another tactics game today. For fun. I actually don't think we need to change anything. I thought we might. I think we don't, though. Maybe her potential healing. Other than that, though, I think we're gonna be pretty good. Got my morning coffee. I'm ready. What is this place? Why doesn't Virgo work? The Holy Angel Spirit is around here. Why? Hell yeah, harsh early Colin stream today. How you doing, man? So he's trying to revive Saint Ajora using the Virgo stone. But he's got his own stone? That's loud. Crank my volume up a little bit. And it looks like it's medium, so we'll just go down one. Oh, that actually doesn't look that scary compared to some of the other ones. Harsh Malum. Master Bloody Angel. Let me offer you blood darker than wine and hotter than burning lava. Day's just starting. You're an hour behind me, right? It's like 9 for you? Okay. I figured as much. do this. Game volume low. Is it still really high? I would say it's hitting at like negative 40 dB, but... Might be louder than Overworld. That is entirely possible. This will take forever, so even if I get it off. I won't be super disappointed. There we go, he's dead anyway. Uh-oh. That's a Holy Stone act. Oh, she's fine. She's fine. Oh no! Okay. Oh! That's a Ragnarok. I can't glitch it though. Ragnarok, dude. Always cast shell. Ugh. But, you know, there's someone else who needs it more. Agrius, I think, needs that a little bit more. Oh, she needs armor. Holy hell. Not cleaning the snow this morning. I don't think I blame you, man. I don't know about you, but it's been like just constant here. Oh, excuse me. Oh God. My wife had to drive into school this morning to teach, and she said it was horrible. Yeah, so you've had the same as us. It's a shite week. We did have Wednesday with no snow, but that was about it. It just, other than that, it's been just blizzard. It feels like it's been a blizzard. I don't know if you can actually see it behind me. You know what you probably can see behind me? Did you see him? His cute little ears. Yeah, my wife is actually teaching in person, and I hate that she has to go in, but I mean, oh cool, they separated. Freaking Ultimate Demons. No, I completely agree. She is getting vaccinated on the 27th. Very happy about that. At least one of us will be better protected. And then she'll get her second dose, I think, next month. Feet Altima. Really? Still? Whole scene was loud. That's insane. I apologize. This is great. This is so easy. I won't be beaten. I will not be beaten. That's a pretty cool final boss. Am I giving Golden Moon a chance later? If you mean, am I playing the new tactical RPG from Square? Yes. After this, I'm gonna probably start in on that. Give it a chance. You know, give it a look through. Project Triangle. Really excited to try it out. I finally get to see what a boulder looks like. Hot shit. Face up is faith. Are you sure? I'm gonna give it a listen. Wow, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, that's the game sound all the way down. Oh my god. Okay. That's interesting. That's not getting broadcast streaming. Okay, maybe that'll help. Okay, let me know if that's any better. let's try that. Like, I have the sound all the way down right now on my end. Is that even picked up? That's so... I don't understand what's going on. No, the game shouldn't. Oh. I figured out what happened. How's that? So when I added the device, when I re-added my capture card to OBS, it decided that it wanted to oh, the cold coffee dregs. Not great. It decided it wanted to add a new audio source, and that audio source was unmuted, so that's the problem. Well, if I'm gonna do that, here, hold on. Because my earbuds, because this thing is kind of strange in the sense that you guys can hear it very quietly, but in my ears it's super loud, so I'm putting on my CAN headphones. So I can up that for you and not have it screaming in my ear orifice. Are you serious? It's just out of range. Good sound balance now. Good, finally. I don't know if I can get over here. Oh my god, I can! Battle over. No, man, you're good. I didn't realize that was going on. So for me, it's good to know. Oh god, we all just died. Holy shit. Congratulations, this game is complete. That's a great feeling, yo. Oh god, now I'm sure it's cutscenes, right? Better say something now than nothing. You see other streamers with sound balance issues and chat never points it out until it's too late. Oh god. Alma died? I'm dead? I thought she died. She should be dead. Delita married Avelia. Not necessarily. There's different ways you can do it. There's actually elemental weaknesses, Jin, certain ways that if you defeat enemies, they, drop more experience, better items. I don't even think it's really that fast-paced. Because it's not like there's an ATB bar that fills and the enemy gets to go whenever they can. You have turns. Oh yeah, the beginning is the beginning is kind of faster. You'll get used to it. Oh, wait, they're alive and leaving. Ramza, Alma. He's alive. Thank you, Ramza. Ramza did all this shit and no one's gonna ever know. No one has caught sight of the two since then. Orlan Durai reminisces in such a manner. Where does one find good fortune? What possesses them to live for the present? And what treasures will they leave behind? Oh, it's an FMV! The only thing certain is that he is the true hero. Indeed. Years later, Durai collected his experiences over a period of 5 years into a single syllabus. The collection became known as the Durai Papers and were presented at Princess Clemence's meeting during which the new possessor of the throne was to be selected. The church, which feared public disclosure of the truth, decided to arrest Durai and burn him at the stake for the crime of heresy. Oh my god! Durai! Nintendo Direct. Interesting. The guy who wrote the story of this game is Durai's ancestor. That's amazing. Lots of ports, a decent amount of news. Yeah, I will say, I may be a little old-fashioned. Splatoon 3 is not what you end a direct on. But then again, I also am not a Splatoon fan. But I'm trying to let my bias not affect it. I really personally think there were better ways to end a direct than frickin' Splatoon 3. Like, you ended on the biggest note. I think Skyward Sword should have been the end. Like, honestly, that was kind of big. Or this tactics game, Project Triangle, or even like, I don't know, the Smash stuff should have been the end. But it felt weird. It felt like a weird direct, completely honest. I am looking forward to playing Skyward Sword on my Switch. I'm probably one of like 5 people, but I'm looking forward to it. I liked Skyward Sword. I had trouble with the controls like everyone else, but you know, great game, great story. Speaking of great story, though, this game, holy hell, this game had my attention from start to finish. If ending on a port would be a good idea, it didn't seem like there was a big first-party game enough to end on big. I get why they did Splatoon. It was really the only first-party game they announced. But like, you know, I just think they were better. Maybe they should have added more. And I mean, as a Golden Sun fan, I am sad that on the 20th anniversary of the game, we're not getting any news yet. But then again, I mean, Pokemon is on its, 25th anniversary or something like that? And we didn't get any news about them. Zelda's on a big anniversary, and we haven't gotten any major news about that. So, I mean, there's chances still for big things to be released. It's just not the time yet. But what makes me happy is that if this new Mario Golf is being produced by Camelot, then at least they're still alive. Imagine we'll be getting a Pokemon Direct in like 2 weeks. Yeah, probably. I do hope it's I do hope it's Diamond and Pearl, actually. You know, if it follows, we'll probably be getting more. We'll get news on Snap. Snap for Switch. We'll probably get another expansion for Sword and Shield. Maybe a hint at 2 more expansions. And that after that, we'll probably get a remake or a Let's Go. I'm not surprised about Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know why people thought we were going to. It's like, at this point, Metroid Prime 4 or Breath of the Wild 2, if we get anything, it's going to be at a bigger event. Not just a, here's everything coming out in 2021. Definitely not FX. What's up, man? The year's 20XX. Camelot is in shambles. The board of directors can't decide what to do. Make a new Golden Sun game or create the 147th Mario Golf copy pasta. Wars are being waged on the doorsteps by people on both sides vying for supremacy. The worst part is, that could be true, and the Golden Sun fans would easily outnumber the Mario Golf fans. But the problem is, a lot of us are kind of on both sides. Yeah, I think Metroid Prime 4 is actually stuck in development hell. There's got to be a reason they're not talking about it, and I think something is going wrong. I'm really sad if that's true, but I think something's going wrong with it. Oh my god! Honestly, Golden Sun's not as niche as you think it is. I think it was one of the top-selling games on the Game Boy Advance. God, Delita, you just use everyone. Delita can't catch a break. What's up, Bryce? Compared to Mother 3 outcries, you haven't heard much of an outcry about Golden Sun. Well, so yeah, I honestly thought Earthbound was much more of a niche, but I think a lot of big content creators are more fans of it than Golden Sun, and that's why you see more of that, because they're bigger names that go for an outcry. I don't think yeah, I agree though, Mr. B. I don't think Metroid is super niche either. So where's this take me? Okay, so right before the end or right outside. Sweet. Okay. I'm going to take a quick 5, use the bathroom, get my Switch set up, and then we're going to dig right into Project Triangle Strategy. BRB.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
The shark.
Do 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 do.
Eat the shark, do 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 do.
Eat some shark, do 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 do. God, I hate us.
Don't get up. There we go.
Yay! Oh, damn it. Damn it. Yeah, boy, qualified. So, but what did you do?
And we'll drop his PP. He has no PP. Damn you, Valacar, and your lack of PP. What is my character doing right now?
Draw hat. Oh man, your character is like fun dance. Yeah, Colin, I think you've done a nice job of tastefully balancing your gear.
It worked. Yay!
No!
Yeah.
I was trying.
And Colin walked over and murdered someone right in front
I
of me.
did.
And I'm like, I can't leave. I'm stuck here.
I didn't see you. Oh, it did work. Okay. Now go out. Nope, that just spread the fire in a tornado. A fence around him or something. I just want the chicken to stand still long enough to murder. I'm scared, man. I've only done this once.
Oh, shit.
Just stare at me, chicken. It'll make it so much easier when you have to kill you.
There, I have planted the bacon and donuts.
Oh no! I still got you.
Yeah, but I took you with me.
Did you though? Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, you did. Oh, that was fun. Let's not do that again.
Good times. Good times. What's the builder's want for?
So I was just about to say, what if you did that and got up there? Da, 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 da. I 100% agree. I find it hilarious that the poll from earlier is still tied up. Why the hell is my camera so big? Holy hell. I don't know, that looks good, right? That's fine. Okay. You played it, FX, you played the triangle demo earlier. How long is it? How long is this demo that I'm going to be diving into? Triangle would be if you Triangle would appeal to you if you liked more JRPGs. Project Triangle Strategy. Like an hour? Okay, that's not bad. I can live with that. By the way, we do have a poll in case you haven't voted in it yet. You can pick the game I play after my next playthrough. Or the one I play next. I really don't know at this point. Yeah, close Ring Fit. My wife can reopen that when she... Dude, Octopath was incredible. Like, I liked Octopath way more than I thought I was going to. Okay, I gotta get the controls right now because the A button is actually the A button now, and where it was actually no, this should be right. On the PlayStation controller, the circle for Final Fantasy Tactics, the circle was confirm, and that's exactly where the A is. Holy shit! This is amazing, and I haven't even pushed a button! What's the options? I can change those. This is a special pre-release comprising chapters excerpted from the middle of the game. Battles have been ramped up. They made this a hard demo. Never played this genre before, triangle strategy. Yeah, so I actually never played strategy games before either. I played Final Fantasy Tactics just now, finished that.
On the faraway continent of Norzelia, 3 mighty powers reign.
I'm not real great at them, but this is so much fun. Like, this is so cool.
The Kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzant, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these 3 powers was all too common.
And let me guess, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. We won't give spoilers. Thank you, actually.
Gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was
not a fan of Fire Emblem styles of combat. You know, I've actually never played a Fire Emblem game.
Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War.
That makes sense. Just want to check this out, but Persona 5 Striker is calling you. You'll have to let me know how that is.
The 3 powers at last negotiated a truce. Peace came to Norzelia, but only briefly. Shortly after assuming power in Esfrost, Archduke Gustadolf launched a surprise invasion of the neighboring kingdom of Glenbrook. The might of the Esfrostian forces, under the command of the formidable General of Lora, easily overwhelmed Glenbrook's.
I'm gonna probably play a Fire Emblem game, Harsh, just for me, because I really want to know.
The once proud Whiteholm.
That one's more like rock paper scissors too.
Learning of the attack, House Wolford, highest of the 3 high houses of Glenbrook, rushes to the royal family's aid. Leading the charge is none other than young Serenoa, who has only just taken over the mantle of lordship from his father. At his side are Benedict, House Wolford's advisor and a veteran of the Salt Iron War, Roland, the younger prince of Glenbrook and Serenoa's childhood friend, and Frederica, his betrothed, who hails from the very duchy they now call foe. A new war is kindling.
Does anyone else like the name Frederica? I love the name Frederica. I think it's a really neat sounding name.
Serenoa and his comrades are heading straight.
Oh yeah, no, I get you, Harsh. I know that they're all mixed up.
Esfrost's forces have breached the once proud walls of Whiteholm, and now overrun its majestic halls, leaving only death and destruction in their wake. Like bloodthirsty beasts, they search, eager to carry out Archduke Gustadolf's orders to kill any member of the royal family on sight. With the very future of the kingdom hanging in the balance, Serenoa hurries to the throne room as fast as his legs can carry him.
Hold on, I'm making a tweet about this just so. Oh, and the Mortal Kombat trailer dropped. Cool. I like the idea of a demo being from the middle of the action. You know, it's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept because it means, oh god, chapter 6. It means that you're kind of dropped in and all these things that maybe they're talking about don't mean anything to you. So of course I'm going to try and analyze everything. The one Ike wasn't even in. Well, Melee was a Japanese game first, so.
They will do no such thing, my princess. Not so long as I draw breath. Cease the vainglorious theatrics. The city is mine now, and not a soul loyal to his grace still lives.
Matt Mercer's in here somewhere.
Not even the Dawn Spear can hope to triumph against such odds. You talk and talk, but do you have the courage to test your words?
This is folly, Gustadolf. What madness has possessed you?
It's very true.
Is this how you would take revenge for what befell your father?
Nothing so petty as that, Ragnar. Oof.
Oh, that's cool. You get to push the X button. You can like learn a little bit about them.
War and all its atrocities should remain buried in the past. Then what drives
Crown Prince Franny
you
Glenbrook.
to commit new ones? To tear down the future
They either start from the beginning of the game or are completely tangential to the game. Yeah, the Pokemon ones. I specifically remember Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire's demo and the Sun and Moon demo just being completely unrelated, but they were still... It's a Pokemon game, so like, what else do you need in the demo?
What ends you hope to achieve by such vile means?
King Regna. Oh, and it shows their house, too.
You always did lack imagination. However, not even I foresaw the opportunity this foolish partnership would afford me. As for Hyzant, she shall meet the same fate as your beloved kingdom before long.
Whatever your aims may be, you'll never...
Father, are you hurt?
That's Johnny Young Bosch. That is 100%. I guarantee you Johnny Young Bosch.
Roland?
Brother?
You imbecile! Why do you return? Be grateful to see me for once. I wasn't about to leave you to these wolves.
The Mystery Dungeon demo was just the first 2 dungeons, but that one let you continue. Well, that's fair. I like that.
Stone-headed brat!
If it isn't my dear Frederica and her newly betrothed. And you've brought friends.
Stand down at once.
Sarah Noah. Okay.
On the honor of House Walford, we shall not let the royal family come to harm.
So you're the young one. You have courage, if not much sense.
Brother, what is the meaning of this?
I am sorry for forcing this unpleasant scene upon you, Frederica. I had to take action. Sooner than anticipated.
Action? What do you...
Listen well. I, Gustadolf Estfrost, do hereby condemn the King of Glenbrook and his agents for their treacherous deeds. Scheming to claim the riches of the Grand Norzellian mines their own, they slaughtered my dear cousin Dragan in cold blood. For this most heinous crime, and for shattering the trust between our nations out of malice, I declare their punishment must be swift and final.
So this is the lie you weave.
What mummery is this? Dragan was killed by...
Who the hell is Dragon?
Benedict?
I commend you for delivering the traitorous Prince Roland to me. He too must answer for his crimes. Hand him over, and House Wolfort may yet see itself through this unscathed. You are my dear sister's husband-to-be. Bend the knee, and know
I will do no such thing. We won't be party to your treachery.
your father was ever a thorn in my side. You seem intent on repeating that history. However, I fear you will not live long enough to accomplish it. General of Laura, kill them all.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, she's scary. General Evlora.
Stop! I won't let you.
And he's gonna die.
Ah!
Jesus. Idiot.
Brother!
Sir Maxwell, leave me! Take Roland to safety!
That blood is so high def.
Yes, my lord. My prince, with me.
I can't leave them. Step aside, Sir Maxwell.
My lord, we must flee at once.
So that's Benedict. Pascal.
Roland, There is no saving me. The future of Glenbrook lies in your hands now.
Father! My prince, follow us. But damn it all!
You wish you were boomer enough in Japanese to be able to play that Gold Silver Space World demo. I want to. I want to just for reasons. Benedict is a Chad.
You would once again see Norzelia bathed in blood, Gustadolf?
Gustadolf.
Truly, you are lost.
This land has long been lost, Regna, but it need be no longer.
No, I wanted to fight him. I wanted to punch him. I don't know anything about him, but I wanted to beat him up. Why is the TV on?
This is where Sir Maxwell would have us wait.
Hold the phone. Are you going to tell me that the TV was on because the Wii is on, or the Switch is on? Let's try that. That was weird.
He is readying.
What the hell happened? Anna? Oh, a spy. Anna Pascal! That must be his sister.
No doubt the river is our only hope of getting out of the city alive. The streets are overrun with Esfrosti soldiers. Our foe no doubt searches for us on the other side of this very gate.
Then we wait here and pray for Sir Maxwell's swift return. Father. Frenny. Cordelia.
I would very much like to know why that happened.
What is she doing with us?
Hugh Jet? Bucklar.
She's with the enemy.
What? No.
Oh, yeah, Frederica.
No idea.
Playing a demo of Sunshine at Kmart. I never played many demos. Which is weird because I didn't have a thing for germs back then. I wasn't weirded out by it. Now I don't want to touch anyone's controllers except my own.
I know not what's possessed him.
My lady speaks the truth. We are as shocked and torn by this turn of events as you.
Enough, Hewitt. We can't be clawing at each other's throats with the Esfrosti army looking to hunt us down like dogs.
Erador. Buff guy. I love him. Wait, what was his last name? Valentine?
My emotions got the better of me for a moment. Forgive me.
God, these characters are all really attractive.
Hewitt means no ill, my lady. Her fellow members of the King's Guard were slain before her eyes.
Remember playing the demo of
For now, let us focus on
the Thousand Year Door. Okay.
Control and safety and escape are our main
Oh
concern.
God, that is a horrible place.
Of course.
I can't wait to play Thousand Year Door on stream. That is one of my favorite games of all time.
These are trying times, but we mustn't let emotions cloud our judgment.
Benedict, you stopped me from speaking the truth of Dragon's death. To what end?
Gustadolf would frame Glenbrook for Lord Dragan's murder and claim it as pretext for his invasion. If he knew we witnessed the truth, our heads would already be on pikes.
They're gonna totally dance around the fact of what the
It
truth
seems he
is.
still intends to put them there.
Because you spat in the face of his demands.
What we know could expose his claims as the treacherous lies they are. If it came to light that Gustadolf orchestrated his own cousin's murder, no one would dare stand by his side.
Indeed. However, words have little substance on their own.
I do remember,
Especially when weighed against
I
the
do remember
power and
Kmart
influence the
really
Archduke
well.
commands.
I
Truth would be taken as the
Back when
pathetic
Gold and Silver
ramblings
came
of a
out, I was
desperate
stuck on Price's Gym. I didn't know how to solve the puzzle of ice physics on the floor. And so I looked up when I was at Kmart, I left my mother for 5 seconds to go to the video game section, because I was old enough to wander a little, as long as she knew where I was. I went to the video game section and looked at a guidebook, and it's the exact guidebook I have right now for Gold and Silver, and later Crystal. I got one too. But I just remember the exact pattern on how to get to Price. I have never failed
Your wisdom
since.
makes me feel the fool.
No,
Thank you,
we
Kmart.
are all fumbling
I
through
think
these
that's where I got my
hard
first
times.
pack of, or my first Pokemon card trading card deck there too. The one with Machamp.
You spoke and acted as the Lord of House Wolf.
Circuit City. Oh my god.
And yet my actions have put everyone in danger.
Right before the one in your town went under, your brother-in-law and you would say, "We're going to 1997," when you would go there.
Let us look forward, my lord,
God.
not back.
It was
There
a different
are
time.
truths yet cloaked in the shadows. We must survive and see them brought to light. For these truths shall be the weapons by which we lay Esfrost low.
Thank you, Benedict.
This is definitely a tactics game, though. Like, it talks
I
so
promise
much.
to do all in my power to see us through this safely. Every last one of us.
I know you will, my lord. Let us await Sir Maxwell's arrival.
And that's it. Demo over. Can you imagine? Sir Maxwell shall prove true to his word. We must be patient. The flow of the game comprises multiple battle phases. In between story scenes and battles, there'll be an exploration phase. Okay. You can move freely. Obtain items, review mechanisms, blah, blah, blah. To end the exploration and progress with the story, press the L button. Okay. Delayed strike. Deal physical damage to an enemy and delay their turn. Pursuit stance. Raises potency and accuracy of follow-up attacks. Hawk dive. Oh, okay. Their equipment's at the very bottom. So we got one Lancer. Cane Sword, Vitality Ring. Tome. Oh, she's a caster. Aww. She's cute. They're all cute. Oh, God. I'm so sad. They're all adorable. Ah, unity, morality, and liberty. Visible oh, Jesus. Oh, no. They will not be reflected visually. Your decisions will shape Serenoa's convictions as well as influence which companions may join his cause. Okay, that's interesting. All right, let's look around for... I can't just jump off. Ah! Ah! I can go down that ladder, though. There's something sparkly. 50 currency. Sweet. I don't think... who doesn't remember Circuit City? Back in the day when Let's Playing was starting to really hit its stride, I remember trying my best to make a budget capture card system because I didn't have the money to afford any sort of expensive cables and capture software like the Dazzle and oh god, who remembers when the Dazzle capture card was a thing? Anyone out there remember those from, I actually don't remember what they were called. All right. Conclude exploration. Rocksoft? I don't remember what it was called. Hapage, maybe? Pinnacle. Dazzle HD recorder for DVD. Yeah, that was the earliest capture card that I remember a lot of people talking about. But I tried figuring out a way to like split cables coming from my console and split them into the TV. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. But I do remember Circuit City. They had a lot of shit.
My prince, I'm sorry.
Okay, I gotta get this guy's profile. Maxwell Trier, First Spear of Glenbrook. Again, hot. Why are they all hot?
I've managed to procure a boat for our escape. It should arrive anon.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell.
Would that I could have done more. You did well to stand against Gustadolf. Your father would have been proud to see it.
Let's save the pleasantries until we're through the gate, huh? Everyone ready?
We are. Open the gates, Eridor!
Whatever you say, my lord. Here's hoping we can make it through without those bastards on the shore noticing.
Over there!
That didn't take long.
There's too many of them. We need...
Give it up! There's nowhere to run!
Damn it! They've shut us in!
Eridor, the risk I took was calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
This is where I fall. I'm taking these S-Frosty bastards with me!
Don't be so quick to throw your life away, my prince.
Yes,
yeah, man.
We haven't lost hope yet. The boat will arrive shortly. We only need to fend them off until then.
Can we do that?
I fail to see why not.
As if I would do aught else.
Lend us your sword. I have a spear.
The prince is on the bridge!
They pour from the castle like rats.
Oh, God. I'm so scared right now. I'm not gonna lie. This looks very normal, though. Positioning and initiative. Positioning and terrain can be used to your advantage. Attack from behind your foe or high ground to deal greater damage. I just figured that out in tactics like a week ago. The order in which units take turn is dependent on their speed attribute. Upcoming turn order is displayed. Oh, thank God, there's a turn order. Keep an eye on the turn order and review your allies' abilities. Okay. Secure and defeat condition is allow Roland to fall. All right. Hey, Xander, what's up, man? Let's try this.
The gate to the drawbridge is shut tight. We must find a way to open it, and quickly.
Why did we form up around the prince if he was just gonna hop
Be a mechanism nearby.
in the front and on a
Leave the
horse?
pursuers to me. Open the gate, whatever it takes.
Break through the gate and capture the drawbridge to make your escape before the enemy surrounds you. Okay. Letting your thumb heal up. What happened? Too many video games? I'm joking, of course. If something happened to your thumb, I'm so sorry. When moving a friendly unit, some squares will be colored purple within the enemy's attack range. Oh. Oh, that's neat.
My turn.
And X is to end turn. Cut your thumb at work. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully it's a not a super bad cut or anything.
For victory!
Okay, that's really weird. What is happening? Why is it connected to the TV? Why is it doing that? That's very strange. Okay, why can't I move? End turn.
The hunt is on.
Can't hit him. Really? I can't hit anyone except this guy. A smart idea.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Ah, okay. It was a connected any whatever it's called. Raise an ally strength and magic. Oh no, that's my friend.
Your defense is weak.
Forward.
I shall protect you.
Yes, 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 jump. Oh. Never mind. I thought he was...
Let me heal your wounds.
No one's hurt yet, so... Go over here and turn.
You won't beat me! Away!
Now then, to work.
He's a caster, right? I'm trying to remember that, yeah.
I fight for peace.
Splendid!
Sound strike.
I'm a backstab. Neato. Oof! Yes! Oh! Yes! What? Follow-up attacks are cool! Oh, I love that!
Time to take flight.
I shall try my level best. Just as I planned.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear. My lord!
You're an open book.
But he's blind, so I'm not super worried. I'll get you next time.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Thank you.
All right.
It's the prince! Seize him! Quickly now, before more arrive. I'll take you on!
Spear dude, it's your turn.
Gotcha!
Oh, that hit him into me. That really wasn't a good idea.
I will end this.
Yeah, he's got a lot more health. Go to sleep.
For life.
Hey, leveled up. She's gonna level fast because of that.
Falls to me.
My turn.
The hunt is on.
Ooh.
Battle is won.
Backstab on a bow attack.
For peace.
What can I think we should probably move. Oh, I somehow cast Flame Shield on accident. Okay, buddy. Gonna hurt.
I must find a way.
Raging Beast.
victory is assured.
Get him, spear guy.
That went well.
My turn. No!
Oh, impossible.
If I'd had more time to understand the tactics of this game. Okay.
From where shall we strike?
This is good.
Yeah. Oof. Oof. Oh no. Frederica.
I'm a fool. Close, but not quite.
I will end this.
This guy needs... Really? I'm doing okay? Oh, that makes me feel better. Okay. Oh, it's that guy's turn, really?
Impossible. For victory.
Take that.
Time to take flight.
I can't take out that damn archer. Well, that's good.
Now. Cool heads shall prevail.
You have my gratitude.
You won't beat me. Come on. Gotcha.
My turn.
Where was I? On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
I don't know what I thought that would do.
That went well.
This is troubling.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
It's open. Go.
Yeah, actually not a good idea.
Don't let them escape. Capture the royal family.
Protect the prince.
No matter how many come,
They've overrun the bridge already.
Quedacies do not use up a turn and can be triggered instantaneously, and it can only be used once in a given battle.
I cannot lose. I will do what I must.
Blazing Chains ability learned.
Carefully.
No, not my healer! No, not my healer! Okay, good. Go after that guy. I don't care.
My turn.
This is the end. Victory is within
Follow my
reach.
lead.
Oh, come on.
Time to take flight.
I'm gonna get that guy down.
This battle is won. May fortune favor us.
I shan't hold back. Just as I planned.
This is good. They're good.
She needs to cure herself.
I've been waiting for this.
I must find a way. Now.
Where was I?
Throw up another wall, maybe.
A new power.
Surmount. Move to an adjacent square with a height difference within 15 units. I think we'll end her turn.
What would Father do?
Take cover.
Almost.
Surmount is powerful when used properly. I figured it would be. It kind of feels like the ignore height from Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, wait, we have Fell Swoop. Finally, it's done. Talk to the OG about him joining you. Oh, I don't know who OG is, actually. And I will say, now that I've thought about it a little bit more, if the game comes to the Master Chief Collection, I'll be able to play it. I don't have an Xbox One that's readily available. It's my wife's. It's not really something I can just steal from her. But if that's the case, I will let you know in advance.
On my honor as the dawn
I see a path to victory.
Can I not use that?
Splendid.
Yeah, that'll work well.
Knowledge grows deeper.
The wall is in the way. Okay. I thought maybe that would be it. But I wasn't sure if this was going to be like Final Fantasy Tactics where this gonna wake him up?
Sounds striking.
Yeah, it'll wake him up. Okay.
I shall do what I
So
can.
it would be smart to dagger first. And then sleep strike, maybe.
Thank you.
Depending on how many power it is. Or whatever that is, like turn usages. You can also sleep strike the guy that's near you and then take cover from all other. Okay, I didn't see that I could take whatever that ability was. Take cover, so that's good to know.
So, it falls to me.
We'll get him with his mass AoE next round. Ooh, well, Hawk Dive would be good. You mean the woman who's dead?
For my kith and kin.
My turn.
Oh, the rogue. Okay. Yeah, because my the character's fiance is dead. Is deceased right now, so I'm kind of sad about that. Get that one. I like this. This is very good so far.
Oh, careless of me. On my honor as the Dawn Spear. Just as I planned.
Ooh, no, that's bad. Although it looks like they're only attacking him with shields.
Damn it. No.
I will end this.
Allow me.
You know what? I just realized side is not better. It's back. I'm so used to Final Fantasy Tactics where the side was useful.
I shall try my level best.
I shall do my best. Impressed? Close.
Oh, thank God.
Won't be easy. Yes.
Time to take flight. You're open.
My healer has a low turn rate, I feel like.
When a wolf is cornered.
Let me heal your wounds.
Wait, she can haste. She'll haste herself. That'll get her a little higher up on the turn order, I expect.
You won't beat me.
Haste is such a good spell. In general. Oh, our stick is rotate camera.
Now then, to work.
All right, that'll kill the one that is not blind.
Oh, careless of me. Death must wait.
No, I absolutely agree. It's not something that I usually think of.
My stratagem is superior.
It's almost required in Final Fantasy IV. It's one I have yet to play, so that's good to know.
Me too. God, this can't be.
Let us pry out their weakness. Your defense is weak.
I gotta take that big. These big guys are harsh.
This won't be easy.
But this is the way to do it.
Time to take flight.
I think Ana is one of the strongest characters in the demo. Good speed, decent movement, and can attack twice per turn. Yeah, if we hasted her, that would be redonkulous. Alright, kill that or kill... Let's focus on the big guy.
Descent now. Together, this battle is won.
Buffs on her practically at double value. It actually makes a lot of sense.
That's the stuff.
What would Father do?
Yeah, okay. Bridge is captured. Victory is ours, and I only lost one mage. Who is my character's fiance. Oh, that's what kudos are. Interesting. I thought kudos was a food. A snack or something. What is a kudo? Oh, they're a granola bar.
Come with speed.
Prince Roland, will you leave your brother unavenged?
You!
Go. Leave this place. The Archduke will be content with your father's head.
Never. Esfrost will answer for its crimes today.
Your Highness!
A shame. You might have lived a long life.
Oh, we can't handle of Laura.
No harm.
Sir Maxwell!
My prince, you are responsible for more than just your own life now. You are a leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
My friends of House Wolfort, I leave Prince Roland in your care.
Oh god, Maxwell, no!
Let me go!
Release him to me, and there may be mercy for you yet, Maxwell.
Tis you who should be seeking mercy.
Must you do this? Very well.
You were only toying with me at the tourney.
There's a tournament?
Fool shows what they can do when the stakes are so trifling.
I could not have said it better myself.
Yes! Oh, he's got a jump ability. I love it. Ah! Yes, Maxwell.
How do you still stand?
You were this realm's fiercest warrior, Dawn Spear. But today your sun sets, and a new age begins.
Oh, he got thrown into the water. Okay, I thought she just deleted him from existence. There's no way he's dead. Even that pool of blood. No way he's dead. I've played enough Square games. I played enough Square Enix software and Final Fantasy games and JRPGs in general. He ain't dead.
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolfort's stronghold, where Prince Roland
God,
is
the
being
snow just
sheltered
keeps
by
coming
his
down.
loyal friends and allies.
I don't know if it'll be the amnesia trope or he shows up under a assumed identity and we're all just like, we know who you are.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived, my lord.
Amnesia, assumed identity, mind control, brainwashing, or ghost. Ghost would be interesting.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all,
It's got siblings?
you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine.
Hello.
And a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
God, they all look like vampires. What
As
are
eager
the
to
odds?
please, Isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold.
Oh yeah, she absolutely evil. Look at that. Look at that face.
Lord Falks was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the
And Thelius, yeah, absolutely evil.
3 great houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned.
Interesting.
A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father.
We're totally going after Regna. I can feel it in my bones. Or it's today that he gets assassinated.
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed. 3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream.
Hey, Migsby! How you doing, man? Yes, no, this is my first time playing through the demo, and I 100% think that I'm gonna get this day one. The voice acting is beautiful.
Control of the mine for his own profit.
I've never known a Square game to have voice acting that was not top tier.
And the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operation.
I wonder if there'll be an option to give it Japanese. I would love to hear the original. If this is a Japanese original, I would love to hear Japanese voice acting.
In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force.
Sub
Our
overdub
actions were born
any day.
of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
I'm just... I wonder when this is gonna come out fully.
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you.
They announced that we're getting Octopath 2, right? Or was that this?
Off with his head.
I could see this being a holiday 2021. Honestly. Because if this is just a chunk of the game, it feels polished. Honestly, it feels really polished. I'm kind of surprised. They must have had this in development for a long time. Or they just slapped, you know, slapped it onto Octopath Traveler and called it a day.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City,
This is probably
Regna of
Octopath 2.
Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos.
Either the game is going to be massive or they worked on this part for just to have it playable. I kind of feel like it's the first one.
And in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Square Enix does have a history of putting out demos really close to their game's releases. I mean, think about the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. We had that in, like... I don't remember when that was, but we had it relatively close to when the game came out.
Whatever is House Telior to do?
Silvio. Oh, Lord of House Telior. Sleazeball.
With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side...
Yeah, so I can see this being like 6 months, 7 months, maybe?
If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray.
Hopefully.
Or will they? The Wolfords may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall.
Oh, this game's planned release date is 2022? Oh.
Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
Okay. I thought it was the release date was not announced, but I kind of came into the trailer a little late. So those little exclamation points on the map, the green ones, seem to be sub-dialogue? Interesting. Okay, they did state it was going to be sometime in 2022. Okay, well...
Your Grace, House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you.
Hot. AFX, green is optional, red is main. Gotcha, gotcha. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. See ya. Hopefully I'll see you around next time.
Hi, House. Damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid?
Which wasn't Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions a cleaned up version just of the original Final Fantasy Tactics?
We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Well, I'm glad people care about Roland. Yeah, with me, I just finished Final Fantasy Tactics today for the first time. And I thought it was pretty clean. So if War of the Lions is cleaned up of that, and this is really just kind of like even a better version of that, oh, that's exciting. I'm excited. I'm really liking this.
Lord Serenoa! Oh, thank the heavens that you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
Ah, my rogue. You've returned.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm.
Really like the interaction with the terrain, and can we agree that there was never a tactical JRPG with decision-making that affects the story? No, there hasn't been, and I love it.
Was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
That's actually one thing I liked in that little exploratory phase.
No.
It just was nice, you know?
Not so.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
Indeed, we must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simone.
Oh no, what happened to my character's dad?
Has something befallen Father?
Everyone's dads are just dying. Daddies are not safe in this world.
Father!
Lord Simone, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad.
Game of Thrones, but good.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simone. Not now, of all times.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you. Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Oh, man.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Even though we don't... No mysterious questionable death,
I
just
can
walk
only
in the room,
imagine what
people
you
are
feel
dead.
now. I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain.
He's actually handling this way better than I thought he would. I love when that happens.
You too must remain composed. For Lord Simone. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
We sure it's not Lord Seymour, and this is just the sequel to Final Fantasy X?
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Ah.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
Still don't think it is.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course
God,
of
that's
the
the worst
river
part of some
blotted
animes.
any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have...
Yes, my lord.
Honestly, if someone dies in a video game and we don't see the body, they're not dead.
You too abandon me now?
Oh.
They're not. He's totally not dead. I choose not to believe it.
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Oh, man. Alright, I'm going to take a quick step away, quick bathroom break, grab a snack. Everyone should drink some water as well, and have a snack, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. I brought the cat back. He's like, it's war now. There'll be time to honor the dead later, but I must move forward and see that my enemy will be struck down. Which I appreciate. I really appreciate. Hawk's Roost. Hey, thank you.
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Oh, Avlora? We're screwed.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
My cat has decided that he wants me to throw toy now, so I will be reaching down every so often to throw toy.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
Ah, War Council. Yes, Mr. B. He every time he wakes up, it's fetch. Palicos are the best.
It's all right,
I love my little Palico.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
Where's it, Bubba? Oh, it's all the way back under my desk. Hold on. He dropped it in a pile of cables. This is what he gets thrown, by the way. It's a little Kong chew toy. He likes it because it bounces fun. Drop it. Ugh, I gotta set up a fetch cam.
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Precisely. Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
The natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Yeah,
Better
basically.
my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
But see, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle,
we go with you.
So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
There is a case to be made for either course of action.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
The scales of conviction, huh? Ooh, hello. What is this? A new friend, perhaps, joins the fray.
The sun's a harsh mistress, ain't she? If she sticks around much longer, my fields are apt to wither from the attention. I'd give my firstborn for a drop of rain.
Aye, and it ain't just the crops what are worse for wear. I'd cry over a lot, but naught but dust would pour from my eyes.
How pitiless, the caprices of nature. What grudge do the heavens bear to make the poor souls who tend the land suffer so?
Hot! Hot! I love it! Give me more of this game! Oh, I gotta take a picture of that for my wife. She's going to appreciate the hell out of this.
I would be remiss to let such suffering continue. If fate will show you no mercy, then I shall.
They're just,
You begged for even a single drop of rain. I shall give you more. Behold as I flood this desiccated land with nourishment.
Huh? What's that the lady said? I believe she means to pull rain from a cloudless sky.
Ha! I'd have more luck getting milk from a bull.
Ew.
You must tell me if you do. We're in sore need of a miracle.
A pleasure is always to see you, my lord. You've come just in time. This lass is about to put on a show.
I am called Dizana. Allow me to banish the sun's cruel rays from your domain, that your people may see a measure of succor.
Banish the sun? I wasn't aware it was in the habit of taking orders.
Is Hugh Jet my sister?
Will slap my ass like I was just born. Rain! Honest to goodness, rain!
Butter my backside and call me a biscuit.
I've never witnessed a miracle like this.
No, she's just Kingsguard.
Izana, was it? On behalf of my people, allow me to express to you my deepest gratitude.
There is no need for such formalities. I seek only to alleviate the suffering of the downtrodden in any way I can. If it is not too bold of me to ask, do you have need of a humble shaman within your ranks?
Yes!
It would be an honor to serve you, my lord. Tales of House Wolfort's magnanimity have reached even my remote village.
We would welcome you with open arms, and the honor would be entirely ours. Doubtless we will have occasion to call upon your talents sooner rather than later.
The hot shaman has joined the team. Skills will serve you well in battle. Her prayers can alter the weather itself, as well as summon lightning that will travel through water. I love her. I love my wife, and I love one other person, and it is the shaman. Hey, game, you want to throw anyone else at me? Oh, so the encampment is where you can buy and sell. Okay, so I guess kudos for that. Famicom Detective Club. I heard about that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I've never, like I said, I haven't heard anything about it. Portly merchant. Well, that's not nice. By the way, how you doing, Panda? Excuse me. Two of the best stories to ever grace video games. So what's it about?
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote.
Was it on the
I ask each of
Famicom?
you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord.
Voting. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of the party as played out through voting scenes. Oh, shit. Oh, boy, okay. Detective with amnesia and have to solve a murder mystery. So was it on the Famicom, or is the name Famicom just a name in this case? Learned about a bounty on the prince. Famicom Disk System, the Game Boy Advance, and the Wii. Interesting. Yeah, he did sacrifice himself so that the prince would live. I feel like that would be a sacrifice in vain. Oh, wait, I saw sparkles. Aha! HP recovery pellets. Nice! Okay. Anyone else have any information or insight for me on this matter? Did I talk to... Yeah, I talked to them. Went there. Interesting. 100. I'm going to call them Mesos because they look like an M. And that's the Maple Story currency, but whatever. This looks like the tavern. No, this is just a house. Alright, let's talk to the friends.
Aye, lad.
You're onto something. Consider this.
Hmm.
Tough spot we're in.
He's still undecided.
Lord Saranoa.
Saranoa.
Okay, there's like a hidden option, but I want it.
Lord Saranoa.
What do you need?
That's possible. I'm gonna go out one more time, see if I can't find anything. Anything is possible with imagination. It's true. Learned all you can about the Dawn Spear. Okay. Let's try to convince some people. Wait, what? Actually, it's very interesting, because if we do surrender Roland, it sounds like there's a bounty, which means that they're not going to kill him.
But... then...
Oh! Oh!
Good point.
Ah, crap. She moved to undecided.
Is that so?
This is hard.
Yet.
I think it is the right choice to give him up, though. Because then, if he's not going to die, there's always a chance that he can be rescued.
approach the scales of conviction.
How you doing, bud? I don't see your toy anywhere.
I will put my faith in you.
Please forgive me.
Come on, bud. Want to go find it?
What?
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided.
I don't like having to do that because I feel like it's definitely the wrong choice, but this just feels like the kind of choice that they would hint is like the right, but it's not the wrong.
So be it.
The decision is made.
Was there truly no other way?
Roland.
Papa!
Say no more.
Stop it. Stop it.
Thank you for sheltering me, my friend. The choice you have made is wise and just.
So I don't know where the ball is, bud. You have to get it and bring it in here.
House Wolfort surrenders their charge, Prince Roland, at Gustadolf's behest, sparing themselves from the Duchy's wrath. House Tellior surrenders their land, also buying their reprieve. Lord Silvio bends the knee, declaring absolute devotion to their Isfrosty masters.
Maybe this wasn't the right idea. Come on, bud. You have your own stuff over there.
House Fawkes surrenders nothing. The last of the high houses to remain loyal to their fallen king. News of their countrymen's capitulations shocks Lord Landroy, leaving him with a grave choice to make.
I hope we made the right choice. I'm sure we didn't, but you know, whatever.
I've brought the prince, Your Grace.
Gustadolf, you traitorous bastard! You'll pay for what you've done to my family! Mark my words!
Easy there, Avlora. We need him alive, after all.
I'm sworn to do all in my power to keep you from harm.
The boy is overcome with emotion, and who could blame him? Perhaps this will quell his rage a bit.
Cordelia!
Brother! Let him go.
Indulge her, Avlora.
That makes sense, actually. I kind of like that.
Brother, thank the heavens you're safe. They didn't hurt you, did they?
I'm fine. I thought I'd never see you again. Let us speak after. Surely the Archduke will afford us that small mercy.
Yes.
Prince Roland, you are well aware of the position Glenbrook finds itself in, yes? Your kingdom is ours. House Tellior and House Wolfort have both bent the knee. Among the three high houses, only House Folks still proves recalcitrant.
You mean for me to convince Lord Landroy to submit?
Oh, nothing so tedious as that. I want you to order his death.
Whoa!
I'm certain House Wolfort would be more than happy to oblige.
You're mad! I won't be a mouthpiece to your cruelty.
I know you've only just come into your responsibility, so allow me to offer a word of advice. A prince's first thought should ever be of his people.
What are you saying?
Landroy will not stand idly by for long.
I'm not gonna lie, Mr. B. I thought it was gonna give me an instant game over.
This land will once again be consumed by the fires of war. It is your duty as prince to quench that fire while it is yet kindling, lest you rule over a kingdom of corpses when all is done. You see that I am right, Your Highness. Give the order.
If ever there was a spot for it to be continued in the full game, that would be it. This cat just wants to play so much fetch.
My lord, are you off to battle again?
Aye, by the royal family's decree. And I have need of able-bodied men.
Return victorious, my lord.
Worry not.
That was a child? Looks like an adult.
Why, if it isn't the young Lord Wolfort?
Minister Patria, I had not heard that you were paying visit to our domain.
Ah, Lord Wolfort, pray do not concern yourself on my account. My work here is all but done, and it is time I was on my way. I must commend you, my lord, for keeping order and harmony in your domain despite the rather unfortunate recent events. Most admirable indeed. At the end of the day, our duty is to the throne, not to the man who sits in it. In times of uncertainty, we must value order above all else. I would encourage you to remember that.
What a dick.
Yes, I can see the merit in that. Thank you for your wisdom.
Heed it well, and I have no doubt many years of prosperity await you and yours under his frosty rule. By your leave, my lord.
I don't like him. Also, this is like way more than an hour, I feel like.
What? Invade the Folk's domain?
Such was the edict delivered to us by the Frosty messenger.
Ludicrous. They would have the high houses turn on one another? We should be treating with house folks, not stabbing them in the back.
Doubtless, the Archduke has little regard for honor between
That makes
houses.
sense, yeah.
He views the Falk's land as a fruit ripe for plucking.
One which they would pluck for themselves. Or have us pluck for them, rather.
The decree was signed in Prince Roland's own hand.
Lies! His hand was forced.
Indeed, by my brother. And if we disobey, the Archduke would have good reason to make an example of us.
Oh, Frederica's part of them. I actually forgot about that.
Wins either way.
And yet, no trap is infallible, my lord.
I thought she was a different country or
There
something.
must be a way to avoid the civil war the Archduke is intent on causing.
Aye, and I reckon Lord Landroy's of the same mind. He's the last man who wants to see countrymen slaughtering each other.
Agreed. But we must tread carefully.
If indeed it is the land itself that Gustadolf desires, perhaps an exchange can be arranged.
An exchange of what? Territory?
Just so. House Tellior negotiated similar terms. Far from ideal, to be certain, but preferable to the alternative. Whether Lord Landroy will be amenable to such terms, however, is another matter entirely.
Still, it is our best chance. Let us treat with Lord Landroy. In the meantime, Aesfrost must believe that we are playing along.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, boy. This is dense. All right. I'm glad it's not like a ton of battles, though. I was honestly kind of expecting it to be just battle, 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 battle.
What news from House Wolfort, my lord?
The Archduke has ordered them to march on our domain in Prince Roland's name. A clever ploy, if true. No matter the outcome, Aesfrost profits. However, House Wolfert claims to have no intention of blindly following these orders. They seek to parley, that we might together find a way to prevent the fall of the three high houses.
How will you respond, my lord?
Very contentious battle at the beginning and then a lot of plot without being bogged down. Is there any other battles in this, the demo? Or is it more just like
Wolfert's
kind
handed
of
over his
the
Highness
rest
to
of the
save their
game?
own hides, hardly an act that warrants our trust. That said, their desire to avoid bloodshed is no doubt sincere. If only to and somehow,
I hope they have.
I
Oops.
suspect there
I hope
may
they
be
have more smaller
to this
battles.
Stratagem of theirs.
My lord, then you...
I shall grant them audience. Pen the reply.
Oh, there we go. Neck pillow.
At once, my lord.
Why is that hooked on Omnimon? There we go.
Prince Roland has passed his decree. The complete decimation of House Falks is the order of the day. A chilling command, which would see one of Glenbrook's three high houses reduced to bloody rubble. Though penned in the prince's hand, the order was not his own. Forcing his hand was Archduke Gustadolf. House Wolfort is given the command to uproot their erstwhile countrymen, and with heavy hearts, they march. However, the young Serenoa bears hope.
I wonder if there'll be random encounters on the world map.
Hope that Lord Landroy can be convinced to see reason. Hope that the day is not far off when the realm will know peace again.
KOTP? Oh, gain a TP when you defeat an enemy. She's a higher level than almost everyone. Someone is cooking something in my apartment building, and it smells fantastic.
The Falklands truly are the jewel of Glenbrook.
Aye. I don't see Landroy giving him up easily, even if it comes to war.
And that is why we will not simply give them up. We shall negotiate, such that benefits may be reaped by all parties. Lord Landroy first among them.
It really does seem amazing. I'm excited
He
to
is
see
a reasonable
what
man, yes?
other parts of the story there are past, you know, before
That
where
he
we
is, my
started.
Lord. But we cannot hope to make him see reason if we cannot speak to him face to face.
Oh, cool. We might be able to use them in battle. I really don't want to fight them either. I want this to come to a peaceful resolution. I think it can. Oh, I know Serenoa does, clearly. Oh, look at that! It's like the map in the background. Okay. Come on, Landroy, don't let me down.
As Frosty forces muster at the border,
Frost. What treachery is this?
While we were preparing for the parley, they snuck up on us unawares. What shall we do, my lord?
So
Really?
the
Asked
dogs
Frosty?
have already learned some tricks from their new master, eh?
We await your command, my lord.
This isn't fair.
Split our forces in two. Send one regiment to the border. I shall lead the other to meet House Wolford in the field.
Aye, my lord.
We'll defend King Ragnar's gift until the last of us fall. The history shall know that House Fox did not bend the knee.
That's not good. That's... Oh, we got screwed. House Frosty ass. Why would they do this? Why is everything on fire?
Enough of your schemes, you traitorous dog.
Lord Landroy, what is the meaning of this?
His arrow's already knocked. What happened to manners, old friend?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? For me to give you a hearty embrace while Esfrost cuts me down from behind. Ha! A shameful scheme befitting the cowards who abandoned our prince.
Are you mad? We haven't a clue what Esfrost is scheming.
Lies. I'll listen to the slithering of snakes no further.
We've been swindled. Gustadolf meant to force this battle from the start. Damn it all.
Ash in the wind?
Smoke from the village.
What madness is this, Landroy? You would set your own home ablaze?
And what would you have me do with it? Leave it for Esfrost to pillage and plunder? The only thing those bastards will get from me is an arrow through the eye.
They set their arrows alight!
Oh,
Landroy,
shit.
No! There must be another way.
There is no other way, boy. Your treachery saw to that. King Regna, it will not be long ere I stand by your side again.
Oh my god, this guy.
Sword!
This man is crazy. Fire magic to set the ground ablaze and ram a foe to knock them into the flames. I mean, that makes sense. I think this is just a group I'm stuck with.
Burn those traitorous Wolford curs to a crisp. If you must raise the land itself, then so be it.
Oh my god.
Yes, my lord. He'll turn this place into a blazing inferno. We'll be blind on the battlefield.
While he maintains the advantageous position, the flames will afford us no quarter.
Come, show us what stuff cowards are made of.
Time to work.
I'll admit, using the left thumbstick, not the greatest way to play this game.
The hunt is on. This battle is won.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Actually, I think Raging Beast would be better on Hujet.
How gracious.
Defeat is not an option.
My lord!
My lord!
Cool heads shall prevail.
My utmost thanks.
Come at me!
Yeah, this fight feels like it's going to take a lot longer, too.
For our kingdom!
Oh yeah, turns are 100% quicker.
Excellent.
Allow me. wonderful.
Although I thought I was next to them.
A sound strike for life.
Level up.
Allow me.
A sound strike.
The hunt is on. Victory is ours. I will fight to my last breath.
Hey, level up. Nice.
I see a path to victory.
I do like him. Benedict has really good skills on, like, buffing. So I think he's going to be an every turn buffer.
Defeat is not an option.
Oh, really? Benedict again. I dislike how enemies are able to, well, and us as well in a way, cast magic instantaneously. I do miss the charge time of tactics.
My utmost thanks.
Come at me!
Feels like it's got a little bit of that bravely default. You know, you can either hold off on your turn or
I will end this.
double next turn.
Victory is within reach. Allow me. A sound strike.
Now then, to work.
On the honor of the high houses.
Ah, shoot. Oh, he's okay.
Victory is ours.
I fight for peace.
Aye, I'll keep on then.
What do you need, bud? Miss, 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 miss. Damn it. Oh, is my flame shield gone already?
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Incredible.
Tomorrow is a new day.
Benedict learned now.
Retreat is not an option.
Time to work.
This is not going well.
Yeah. Victory is within reach. Yeah. Sound strike for life.
They're good.
Why was I on fire? I put up a flame shield.
My growth is plain to see.
I've been waiting for this.
Close, but not
Hey, Blueser! Thank you so much for the host, man. How was stream? Based off of what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it went well. How you doing, man?
Yes, very effective.
There we go. Oh, I figured. Close enough, though.
Glenbrook shall be avenged! Together with these fields. Today you... Long live the king!
Ooh, this is not good.
There is no
Hey, Angry Demon Noise. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the party. This is not going well. That guy's gonna die, I feel like. All my party's gonna die right now.
Allow me.
Well, welcome everyone from Blueser stream. I hope everything went well. So yeah, how'd it go today, man?
We'll get him yet.
This is just not going well at all. Oh my god.
For the honor of House Walford.
To lead, I must grow.
You were contacted during the stream with confirmation on a new apartment. Oh, that's exciting, though. That's good shit.
Mother.
Yeah, this is, This was clearly the harder choice. This fight is ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
I've been waiting for this.
Is there fire? Nah. Run died early. Thought he'd just take the rest of the day to pack. Oh yeah, when do you get to move then? March for... Oh, that's coming up real fast.
I shall try my level best. My turn. That seemed to work.
Steady now.
I do this, I can at least take out that mage who's causing trouble. Or not.
Not like this.
For our
Defeat is not an option.
Well, I'm gonna face this way, I think. That might be safest.
If you persist in this, we will fight over naught but ashes. What is the meaning of this madness, Landroid?
My legacy. This land was entrusted to me by King Regnar. Its fields, its creatures, its people. My charges, all. I will not surrender his gift into Esfrost's clutches. I shall prove that his faith in me was true.
You burned the fields, driven its creatures away, and left your people without a home. How does such destruction honor King Ragnar's faith?
It's a damn sight better than toadying to his murderers. I'll not hear his grace's name invoked by a traitor. House Fox will not have its name sullied by Esfrost's lapdog.
I'm a fool!
I'm a fool! I don't know if I'm a fool. I'm just very hurt.
My lord!
No! It took me forever to get up there!
I shall try my level best.
Fine, I'll just attack this asshat. Wait, is that my guy? Damn it, that is my guy. No, that seems like a bad idea.
We'll get him yet.
But one thing I'm really worried about, Blue, is if you're going to get a new apartment, what's going to happen to Saw Guy? How are you ever going to have streams without Saw Guy? That's overkill.
Come at me. Away! Gotcha.
And falling off roof, man.
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
I shall try my level best.
Sloppy!
My lord! Come at me!
Aw, yeah, right up the stairs.
For our kingdom!
This is troubling.
Sloppy!
Just as I plan for the future of House Wolford.
Oh, Lord. Oh, lordy, lord, lord.
You won't beat me! You're done!
I wonder if my levels carry through to when I inevitably die.
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
Me too!
No. Behind him, and then ram his ass into a wall. Actually, hold on. There, that might have worked better. Just kill me.
For our kingdom!
That all you got?
So this is what it's like to be back in week in a tactics game.
You're done! Look at me learning.
Look at me learning. Oh my god, I might actually slowly be able to KO everyone.
I'll show you what I'm made of. Now or never.
Ah. Yeah, it kind of turned into a 1v all. Everyone just got murked.
Can't be! On the honor of the high houses!
Can't be! That all you got? Gotcha!
I gotta give my wife a call, so I'm gonna go off cam and off mic for a minute.
in those traits.
My turn.
Time to take flight. This battle is won.
I see a path to victory.
You have my thanks.
For the honor of House Walford!
I shall do what I can.
My apologies.
I'll take you on!
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
I fight for peace.
This is wonderful.
We will make our ideals reality.
Time to work.
This battle is ours. Victory is ours.
I see a path to victory.
For the honor of House Walford!
Well, that was the most exciting phone call with my wife I've ever had.
My lord!
Let me heal your wounds.
Hey, Ziggy! Thanks for the support, man, and the lurk. Some of those sentences of a gentleman who just got chewed out. No, 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 no. My wife had to separate a fight at work or at school, and she got sent home for the rest of the day because they were worried about her mental well-being, which is like makes sense. How's it going, hero?
Sounds striking.
Melting snow to flush the toilet. Oh god, are you stuck in that situation too?
A potion.
I'm so sorry if you are, man. That is just the worst. Had to break up fights like that before. It's no fun. Yeah, I'm actually really happy that they decided to let her go early. Because, I mean, her mental health, like all of us during the pandemic, her mental health isn't the worst, but it's just very unfortunate. And so being a teacher and having students just start a fight, and honestly, it seems like it was a premeditated fight. Apparently, one of the students that got in the fight, her friend filmed it. So, like, they knew what was going to happen. And it's just depressing.
Your judgment is sound.
Fast forward through their turns.
I shall try my level best. Your defense is weak.
I'm still on fire. Oh no, that's my fire shield. I am sorry, hero. That. Do you guys have power then, or is it just the water is the issue?
I will end this. It's over. Victory is within reach.
Sweet, that's one. Okay, so you've had power, or you have power, but it's going a bit with no water. Oh god, I'm so sorry.
This battle is ours.
It's just the pits. It's unfortunate because, like, it seems like Texas just was not prepared for something like this.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Who needs a heal? I'll take a heal. I guess I'm gonna just consolidate my power down here. Now they have to come to us.
Now then, to work.
Yeah, let's tackle his speed real quick. Have I ever messed with a handheld retro emulator? I have not. I've always wanted to. They look real cool. But yeah, I always worry that, like, how legit can they be?
I'll keep on then.
Let me show you what I've learned. You have my thanks.
Ordered one as a toy, wanted to see what they were about. Which one did you order? Was it one of the handheld ones? Oh. I don't like that it just is like, hey, you're using an item or a skill, it goes right next to you.
My turn.
Stealth Rogue.
The hunt is on.
I'll blind as many people as I can. The Ambernick 351P. I've never heard of that one.
My lord.
Shall we begin?
How's everyone doing today, though, by the way? How's everyone's days going besides that? Saw its smaller brother, the Arcade 2020, but reviews say spend the extra $30 for the upgrade. That's interesting. I wonder, does Bulwark overwrite? No. Does not seem to overwrite.
I'll be fine.
No, large HP recovery, please. I didn't know he was hurting so much.
On the honor of the high houses!
I feel stronger already.
Forward.
So close. I can almost hawk dive. I'll take that recovery.
I need this.
Let me show you what I've learned.
It isn't over yet. Now.
Hold on to...
I shall try my level best.
Add Raging Beast.
Your orders?
Victory is within reach. This is
Neato. That's real freaking neato.
Let me heal your wounds.
That'll get her some experience. There's no mana, apparently, so...
Thank you.
My growth is plain to see.
Come at me!
Steady now.
Alright, all their mages are... doing that. I'll spend a Wall of Ice turn.
Careful. We can win this.
Ah, I'm so close to being able to Hawk Dive them.
Use
This
this!
will be of great use.
Lord...
This battle is ours.
Take out this big-ass knight.
Victory is ours. My turn.
Worth it? Sure.
Oh, done it now! On the honor of the High Houses!
We will make
Hey, it's a level up.
ideals reality.
My turn.
Let's go behind him. Iron Dagger Stab.
Victory is within reach.
Die already!
And he leveled up. Neato. And we will slumber. Or we will take cover.
I shall try my level best. My turn.
Please don't kill my Falcon Rider. Okay, they killed my Falcon Rider.
Use this!
My utmost thanks.
I shall do what I can.
He needs this.
Most appreciated. I'll take you on! Away!
Together. Sound strike.
Oh, me too!
Where was I?
Neat. Okay, he's dead. HP pellets for you. You'll have to let me know how it is, Hero. If it has like a really good HDMI output, it might be worth using as a stream device. Shadow Stitch. Ah, Shadow Stitch. No. We've already read this.
Sound strike.
Save that for next round.
Allow me.
Come on, bud.
Our victory is assured. Defeat is not an option.
Best for GBA. That's good. I do like my GBA stuff.
I shall do what I can.
Much appreciated.
You won't beat me!
And you, Eridor, I thought you a soldier true. You would let this disgrace happen under your watch?
I trust in the young lord's judgment. A shame you couldn't.
Time for some research.
Yes, very effective.
Sound strike.
Have another!
For life.
I'm sick. She's just getting level after level.
Victory is within reach.
Have another!
I cannot lose.
It'll be a little rough on him. Oh, it didn't hit him. Oh, I love that it doesn't affect my allies.
From where shall we strike?
And that's dead.
That hit the mark.
Die already!
To lead, I must grow.
Your grace. No.
This is the new Project Triangle strategy that was announced at the Nintendo Direct yesterday. It's a Square Enix tactical RPG. And this is just the demo.
I shall do what I can.
You have my thanks. I've been waiting for this. Come on!
I think it is actually. It seems to be very similar to Octopath in all that, and I'm really happy. I'm really excited.
Where was I? Most interesting. My research bears fruit.
I see a path to victory.
You've left yourself open.
No, my healer. Are you serious?
You're wide open.
Sound strike.
At this rate,
No, no point in having her go down there.
I shall make use of this.
This can't be.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Oh, I love this ability. It basically just says, you get to go now.
Knowledge grows deeper.
I will end this.
Allow me. Sound strike. Yeah. Victory is within reach.
That all you got?
I could use some health, I guess.
I love the battlefield. Now then, to work. Forward.
Ooh, wait. I can hawk dive from here, I think.
That hit the mark.
It hurts.
That certainly helps.
for a better world.
Your orders?
Stab and a slumber stab.
Victory
Ha!
is in reach.
There is
Sucks.
no mercy on the battlefield.
You won't beat me! This can't
So,
be!
it falls to me.
For the honor of House Walford!
They're right where I need to be. It's going pretty well with me, Hero. We're just hanging out. I don't know if you were here when I said it. Lizzie had to break up a fight at school today. So she is coming home early.
Your orders?
Which is absolutely fine. But other than that, we're holding in there. Just a lot of weather. A lot of snow.
Let us pry out their weakness.
This is...
I cannot lose.
Yes! Can't just a scratch! Gotcha!
Where was I?
Frosty Feathers.
Most interesting.
Defeat is not an option.
Your orders?
This is troubling. You have nothing left, just as I planned.
Die already!
Nice! Okay, second time was the charm, apparently.
It's over. We've won.
And what have we won? Landroy has seen to it that nothing shall escape these flames. What victory can be had over ashes?
My lord.
It's true, though. What victory can be had?
So this is how it ends.
It would seem the townsfolk evacuated before the battle.
Landroy's doing, no doubt.
War is a miserable sight, no matter who your foe. But when that foe is your own countryman...
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
Let us return.
Ugh.
Once proud
It's really
House
pretty. Like,
Volks has
I'm
fallen.
loving it.
Its verdant lands reduced to ember and ash. While House Telio bows its head so low it scarcely witnesses the tragedy. Atop
I
what
recommend
remains
downloading
of
it. It's on
Glenbrook's
Switch.
former high houses,
It's a demo right
Gustadolf
now.
lays the foundation for his new dominion. With the taste of bitter victory still in their mouths, the members of House Wolfort await with heavy hearts the trials the morrow is sure to bring.
Okay, so I'm actually going to call the stream here. Release on its 2022. I think I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. I need to run to the grocery store real quick per the missus, because it's really bad where she is and not so bad now where I am. But thanks all for hanging out with me as we finished up Tactics and started on this demo. The new playthrough will start tomorrow. I've got a new game to stream tomorrow, so yeah. Thanks. Well, actually, before we head out, is there anyone I can send you off on a raid to? Let's go raid Bowie. He's playing Shining Force 2, and I think he'll be playing this afterwards as well. So, yeah, Bowie's a great dude, great RPG player, great runner, all around good dude, awesome hair. So, yeah, as I mentioned, I will be back tomorrow. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I will see you later.